don't know if I'm live or not. It counts down when I get ready to go live, and it got to 1 and it got stuck, and I'm thinking, I have no idea. But now it looks like I might be live. I don't know. It's Friday the 13th. What do you expect, right?
Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah.
Hey guys, happy Friday. How are you doing? I am going to throw together something here really quick. We are doing steaks out on the grill. And I've got rhubarb, and more rhubarb. So we're trying to eat a lot of rhubarb here. I made a dessert the other day. Tonight I'm going to make a little twist on a side dish using some rhubarb. So guys, if you love rhubarb, now traditionally rhubarb is used in desserts, but I'm going to show you how to eat it without being sweet. So stick with me here if you love rhubarb, okay? And drop rhubarb in the comments if you love rhubarb. But anyway, holy moly. If you're getting on here with me live, if you can see a red live up in that corner, I'd love it if you would type live in the comments. Just let me know where you're watching from. You can, whatever. You don't need to tell me your street address, city, state, country, whatever it is great. And if you're catching me and it says was live up in that corner, that just means you're catching Facebook replay. You can type replay in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from too. Hey Debbie, how are you? The weekend has made it. I was on a big trip last weekend. And go look at my post, man. We had so much fun in Seattle. Love what I do. But anyway, my name's Jan. I live in Southeast Nebraska. I love sharing our low-carb lifestyle. Cooking is one of the things that I seem to do a lot. But I love sharing it. And it's something that if you watch me throw it together, I'm that person. I'm very visual, very hands-on. So if I can see somebody do it, I can try to mimic that, okay? If anybody else out there is that way, let me know, okay? So, like I was saying, rhubarb, guys, is something that typically we think of as a sweet thing. Now, I did make a rhubarb crisp here the other day, and that recipe is in my group, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. Hey, Crystal, if you're not in that group and you need a rhubarb crisp recipe that is low carb, it's a rhubarb strawberry, okay? Low carb, keto even, drop group in the comments and I will get you a link. You can join that group with that link. All you got to do is tap it. It'll take you right over there. Facebook will take you right to it. And you can request to join, okay? I've not been having a lot of luck adding people, so that's probably the best way. Either that or just go on up to the Facebook search button up there. Type in Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave, and you will find us. We're a yellow and blue banner, and you can request to join on your own, okay? And I'd love to have you in there, okay? So the recipe that I made the other day on here live is already in there. This one here will be going in very, very soon. So what am I doing tonight, okay? I've got some rhubarb chunked up, about 1 inch big, and I'm just going to put them in a bowl, okay? I don't know how much I've got here, guys. What I kind of did, and I see a bad spot I missed, I got to cut out. What I kind of did was, I think I had a couple of stalks for Dave and a couple of stalks for me. Now, it's going to depend on the size of your stalks. I'm going to guesstimate here. I have between 1.5 cups and 2 cups of rhubarb choked up, okay? Now, what am I going to do after that? I am going to take a red onion. Hey, Carol, how are you? Penny, how are you? Okay, I've sliced this onion, okay, and I'm gonna knock it all apart, toss it in there too, okay? And I'm having a little difficulty. It is Friday the 13th, right? Are y'all superstitious? If you're superstitious, write 13 in the comments, okay? I'm not terribly superstitious. I'm just not. I don't know why. I grew up in a really large family, and I guess if that isn't enough to scare you, nothing is. If any of my brothers and sisters are on here, yeah, you guys know why, don't you? Hi, Ann. So, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. And I'm going to toss that Okay, I'm going to do the extra virgin olive oil. Hey, Carol. And I've got some red wine vinegar, guys. You know, I think if you don't want to use red wine vinegar, I think you could just use apple cider vinegar. I use this. I don't know. You know, you're just looking for something that's kind of a vinegar acidity type thing. And I'm going to, of course, do some pepper. And I think this is really cool, guys, that, you know, it's a twist that isn't sweet for rhubarb. It's something different. I'm always looking for different things. And I did a roasted rhubarb. I had never had it until the other night when I thought, oh, man, that sounds interesting. And it was made to be sweet, okay? And Dave likes sweets, but he's not a sweet person like I am. I love sweets, okay? That was always my downfall. That was how I gained all my weight. And now that I look back, I'm thinking, holy moly. It's no wonder my body was so out of whack because of all the sugar I ate, guys. Sugar is the devil, okay? I'm just going to tell you that. And now, knowing what I know now, I can't believe I used to eat that much sugar. I just can't. And those are the types of things, guys, I share in my group, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. The downfalls of sugar. If you're detoxing from sugar, what happens to your body? All this type of stuff, okay? And you know, the products that we use daily helped me a ton. The carb cravings, it helped curb the carb cravings. Like, I'm going to show you guys something. I got to wash my hands here, but anyway, I love where we are now. I love what we do. I love the products that we use and the lifestyle that we lead. But I'm going to show you guys something. I got these candy bars. These are homemade from a family member of mine. They shipped them to me from Hawaii. And they make these at home. So there is sugar in them. These have been laying on my counter for over a week now. And I haven't ate them. My grandson got into one of them. But that's the way these products help me. Hey, Nancy. They help me to curb the cravings. You know, before I started the products we started, those would have been gone in probably a day. And I'm not kidding you. I would have basically foundered myself on that chocolate. But okay, enough about that. Let's move on. So I've got the red wine vinegar, the olive oil, salt, pepper. I want to make sure I got everything. Salt, pepper, olive oil, the red onion, and that's it. And now what am I going to do? I'm going to put it in this. Hi, Jewel. I'm going to put it in this. I've got my oven preheated to 400, and I'm going to put them in there. I don't want these to get mushy. Hey, Sandra, I can't wait for you already. I'm excited. So, hi, Millie. I don't want these to get mushy. So, a lot of your cooking time is going to depend on how big your rhubarb is, okay? Now, I like them about my finger size, okay? Now, I had one in here that was bigger, and I cut it in half. You can see that maybe a little bit. Excuse me. Hey, Jewel, thank you for sharing. Guys, always feel free to share out my videos because you never know who might need them, okay? So I'm going to try that. I'm going to start these at about 15 minutes at 400 degrees. If they need to go a little longer, I will adjust the time. But like I said, a lot of that is going to depend on how big your rhubarb is. If you've got real, rhubarb bigger or as big or bigger than your thumb rather than just your little pointer finger, that's a lot of size difference. So it's going to make a big difference. But anyway, these are going in and I'll throw them in the oven. And then we'll be eating in about 15 to 20 minutes. Dave's going to get the steaks on at the same time. And we're going to eat our dinner. So, I'm sorry I'm a little late. I had a guy here looking at some stuff that I need to have done here at the house. I actually forgot he was coming. I'm terrible. So, anyway, guys, if you need the recipe for this or any low-carb recipe, a lot of keto recipes, you need to be in my group, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. Like I said, I love sharing the information. I'm trying to get it organized so that like there's a folder with main dishes and a folder with desserts and a folder with breakfast and a folder with a lot of other things. Carol, I'm sending you some prayers right now, okay? Okay, you stay safe, okay, sweetie? So, guys, if anybody on here is a praying kind, say a prayer for Carol too, okay? So, but like I said, I love doing what I do. I do what I can. Guys, I work 12.5-hour days, Monday through Friday, so this is kind of fun, but yet it is time consuming too. So what I pour into it is what I can get to, but I love sharing this kind of stuff. I'm not going to lie. I love doing it and just pouring into everybody out there. So guys, I'm going to get on out of here. He's ready to put the steaks on. He's headed out the door. I got to get this in the oven. So if you have any questions, please, please, please drop them in the comments. I will get back to you. If you don't want to ask the question in public on here, send me a private message. Okay? If you need information on the products that we take every day, drop duos in the comments because it's a simple duo. We do have a great special going this weekend. So if you need more information on the duos, drop duos in the comments. I'll get back to you about that. And just enjoy your weekend, okay, guys? I intend to sleep in a little bit tomorrow and take care of myself and just rest for the weekend. But like I was saying, I'd love to have you join us in the group. And group in the comments or search it yourself. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening. That's all I got, guys. Smile, pass that smile on, and enjoy your day. We'll chat later, guys. Bye.